Good morning. Hey, so this is kind of the final of this series about, how do you vote? If you like National Socialism and it's kind of the trend over the last, decades for the Democrats, is that really working for you? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. If you like capitalism and maybe federalism, is that kind of, which is what the Republicans are doing, is that good for you? The question comes down to what we've grown into is two parties that have completely divergent views, so there's nothing in the middle. And worse, we're in a highly politicized environment where politicians have buku amounts of money to literally send messages that are, let's say, a little true, but not very honest a lot of times, that just make us angry. So now we're divided as well. And when you look at things that need to be fixed, the retirement system's $100 trillion upside down, there's no traction. Anybody has an idea, it just gets shot down. Immigration, our education system, literally anything of magnitude, a continental divide separates us. We just go our own ways. And that's not good, because it basically means we're flopping back and forth with no strategy, no long-term strategy for our nation. And guess what? China has one. And they're soon to overtake us in size in terms of the size of our economy. That's not good. The more money they have to spend on things like the military or Belt and Road or all kinds of incentives for countries who are not democracies to kind of come hither, doesn't bode well for us, right? So, what do we agree on? And I got to tell you, nobody in Washington agrees on anything, but here's something I think the voter can demand and ask for, but agrees with, and that is we need performance, and that is we need results. We need visually viewable results so we can judge whether something's working or not. Right now we have politics before performance. There's no organizations in the world, except government, that operate under the notion that if you just spend more money, good things will happen. Right? That's like hope is a strategy. Well, hope is a good thing to have, but it's not a strategy, right? It's no way to run anything. And if at the end of the day you just say, hey, well, look, we spent more, it must be doing good, or it's not doing good, let's spend more, that doesn't cut it. So I sold enterprise software for years to I'd say, major corporations that are trying to grow, expand, and a lot of them were publicly traded companies. Guess what? Those publicly traded companies are just like your family. Numbers matter. But what big companies do, and little companies more and more can do, is they can visualize how they're doing at any given moment. They know if they have more money coming in than going out, right? They know if their products are selling well or not. They know what's going on because they have visualizations. The CFO in the morning can come in and open up a dashboard, check all the key process indicators, his measurements of success, maybe the SEC's measurements of success too, right? Or the stock market's measurements of success. And he knows whether he's doing a good job or not. He has the data, he can look at it, and he can get it in real time. Now, our government has troves of data that's just dark. It's hidden somewhere. You will never see it. Or if you do, you have to be a little like me. I love data. I'd love to go out and find stuff, but you got to hunt. Well, it doesn't do you any good. There's a Wall Street editorial that said, hey, the problem is we can't see what's going on. True. And so what rules is people can say anything they want to override whatever the data may say, and it's spin rules. And we all know it. We all feel it. Spin rules. So here's the deal. You have to ask if somebody's running, or before you give money, will you support the idea of a national dashboard, a dashboard we can all see, so if we pass a law, we can see how money is spent, and if it's spent effectively. Does it do something? Does it move the ball? Does it increase, does it, let's say, reduce poverty? Does it make our retirement system more financially stable? Does it make our schools better, right? And there's a whole bunch of easy things that could be done that we could actually do that, but nobody does them because there's no measure, there's no grade card, there's no scorecard, there's nothing. So here's the deal, vote for your one, but both parties, if they agreed on this, either approach works. Literally, either approach works. And the reason is because when things don't work, we can go, well, hold it, you voted for that, you're gone. Especially if you say, well, I don't want to change anything. God forbid we change a program that's been failing 30 or 40 or 50 years, right? So it's up to you. Civil's mission is to create a group of independents that believe in these things and will support any candidate that would say, hey, yeah, look, I believe in performance before politics. So anyway, join us on Twitter. Under Civil Government, you can find us pretty easily. And join the discussion. Love to have you. Thanks.